There's so many people my age, I'm 23, or around my age, who they are like desperate to get on social media to talk about their advice, to give their advice to people. Maybe they feel like they've got something to say, maybe they feel like they've got some wisdom. You got to be careful about those on social media because a lot of it is just bullshit. I've constantly dealt with this inner battle of, do I take to social media? Do I grow my brand? Do I just try to grow my account? Because the reality is we're at a different generation than any other generation in past times, and there's so much opportunity to build a life of just an amazing life, right? Part of me wants to keep my head down. It wants to grind. I want to build and build and build. And then when I get to that point of success, then I can share with everybody what I've done, where I'm at. But then the other part of me is like, how awesome would it be to document the journey? Because I feel like I'm one of the realest people out there, right? And I've been entrepreneurial my entire life. I've always just had these like big aspirations, these big dreams. But with that has come a lot of like insecurity, has come a lot of doubt and questioning, and nobody really talks about that aspect of it. They'll talk about that when they've like hit where they want to be. They'll talk about, it was so hard, and they'll talk about their shortcomings and all the pitfalls and whatnot, but nobody really talks about throughout the journey how difficult it is. And granted, is it really that difficult for me? No. I mean, I've had it very good if you were to compare me to others. But what I will say is I've not had that month in, month out, I'm getting better. It's always felt really kind of steady, real complacent. Even though I look around and hell, I might be doing better than most people I know. It just doesn't ever feel that way. And I know that that's very common with people like-minded that I have come across, is they all feel that way. They feel like they haven't accomplished much. That goes with everybody who's reached a level of success, even when they're older. But I really want to take to this channel, really want to grow it. But what I want to do is I don't want to give advice. I don't want to tell people what they should be doing. I'll give my opinions, absolutely. But what I really want to do on it is just kind of document my journey. And so like right now, I'm working. So, okay, let me back up. I graduated high school in 2019, immediately got my real estate license. I did residential real estate for about 3 years, but it was such an awkward time because COVID happened, shut down the industry. And then I just kind of felt like I was behind. And here's what I have learned throughout the years of being in business is you've got these high aspirations. You want to make sure you find the right opportunity. You want to find the right career that gives you the potential to give you the life that you are striving for. Being a realtor and looking around and seeing nobody had really been successful unless they had invested in real estate. And so I knew I didn't want to be in the real estate industry for long because you couldn't build residual. You weren't building anything. You're constantly spinning your wheels. You're as good as your last deal done. And while there's tremendous opportunity in it, in fact, I'm still attracted to the real estate industry. It's just, it doesn't give me the life ultimately that I am striving for. So I was looking elsewhere and I ended up getting into life insurance, which, I did that for a few months and I did okay and it had a lot of opportunity. But, the one downside for me there was it was all remote work because of COVID, and I was constantly making phone calls from home. And while there's great opportunity in it, I realized there that it wasn't just about money. I wanted to feel good about the work that I did. I didn't want to be transactional. I wanted to be relationship based, and everybody will tell you, well, you can still be, have good relationships with your clients in life insurance, in telesales and all that. And I'm sure you can, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as, meeting face to face every single day with your clients. It's not the same as being in an office with your peers where you've got that camaraderie. You've got that office environment where you can learn from people that have done what you're looking to do, and they've done it for the last 20 years. So it's just not the same. And so I ultimately got into the commercial insurance industry, which is insuring businesses and companies. And what's amazing for me there is I get to meet so many people who've built successful companies, investors. I get to meet investors. And so I get to kind of like pick the type of industries that I really want to insure, and I get to kind of build my book of business around those kind of guys. And fast forward now, I've been in the industry for about 2 years, a little over 2 years, and I can tell you that, I guess almost 2 years, not quite 2 years. I can tell you that it's a great career. I'm also just looking to do other things too. And so right now I'm in the process of purchasing an 18 unit apartment complex at 23 years old. It's not a done deal yet, but that's what I'm working on. And I'll tell you, the one thing I've learned more than anything, it's relationship. When I was in real estate, I focused all my time in meeting the successful people around here. It was just an interest of mine. It was an innate interest of mine. You know, that's my life right now. That's where I'm at. And again, I want to share with you my journey. I want to share with you all more for myself. I'm going to be honest. Like, I want to document this for me because eventually I want to look back and I want to see what I did. I want to see the things that I captured because I am getting to a point where shit's about to get cool. It's about to be fun, and I want to enjoy the journey, and I want to look back at the journey and go, wow, can't believe I pulled that off at that age, or I should have done this. This is mainly for me. It's just whoever wants to enjoy the ride, come along, subscribe. I'd be ecstatic to have that happen and to build a channel that way. But this is definitely my journey that I'm documenting, and I feel like I do have some unique perspective, and I've taken some unique chances and risks that I can share with everybody. So appreciate you guys all tuning in, and I look forward to making more content.